All right, so we're going to record Jerid Fenderson. Let me see your Eat Journal, baby. Let me see your Eat Journal.
Yeah, this is
All right, so
my Eat Journal right here.
all right, so day one. So day one of Eat Journal, what you want to do is you want to open your book.
All right.
No, to the very, very beginning. What was that first page? Very beginning.
First page.
No. First page is over
First
here.
page.
First page is
First
high.
page.
And I know you got to do everything. Remember, surrender to the process.
Yes.
So put your name, put your address, your phone number, and your email. Because if you lose your Eat Journal, because you take it with you everywhere, it needs to be found. So take that time. And so day one is just getting settled. You're not going to actually start the program. You're just going to get all the little details that have to happen. And sometimes that's going a little slower in pace than you normally do. So you can write all those things down so in case anybody needs to know where to find your Eat Journal, it hopefully comes back to you. All right. So what we're going to focus on right now is Eat. It's a journal for what you eat and for what's eating you. Written and created by Forbes Riley. And there is congratulations. The first step is to watch the Get Started video at myeatjournal.com. And we're going to make sure that you watch the journal. The journal actually really talks you through everything about how to do this. Okay. But since you've got Forbes Riley in front of you in the kitchen, turn to page one.
Page
All right.
one.
All right, so actually this is technically page one. Why don't you read that note from Forbes to people?
All right. Dear friend, I'm so excited to share this journey with you. To me, it represents the rainbow at the end of the tunnel filled with struggle, heartache, and frustration over food, my weight, and my personal image. It's an honor to offer up this book as an inspiration to help you with your transformation. I know it works. It worked for me and for countless other people who have chosen to commit to positive change in their lives. I like to eat. No, scratch that. I love to eat. Holidays, celebrations, parties, even depression. All food have occasions with them. Now, thanks to journaling, getting educated about food, and being honest with myself, I don't live to eat. I eat to live. To eat does not mean to stuff your face, to squash down feelings, or to stand in front of the refrigerator late at night binging. To eat does not mean finishing everything on your plate, drowning an entire bag of chips, or even counting calories. So let's redefine eat once and for all. Eat equals enjoying all taste. Wow. If that's what eat means, then it might mean enjoying a taste for all foods, enjoying a taste for life, a taste for love, excitement, and a taste for success that life has to offer. And you thought this was just a food diary? Think again. My unique journal is chock full of tips and inspiration along with motivating, thought-provoking exercises. Ultimately, when you complete this journey, you will have made new habits, and you will never. I'm still freaking winded from the SpinGym. We did SpinGym maybe like 5 minutes before recording this video, and it's catching up to me. You will have made new habits, and you'll never feel compelled to go on someone else's diet again. You have created your own. Shall we get started? Sincerely, Forbes Riley.
All right, so Forbes Riley is watching him do this. All right, so the lessons of day one really include why journaling. For people who don't know what a journal means, and again, I'm going to have you read those 2 pages because I think it's important. Most people don't read. Mm-hmm. So when you ask people to read out loud, you don't have a choice but to read all the words. I'm not going to ask you to skim through it. I'm going to take you like today is just to learn what we need to teach you. So go for it.
So why journal? I started writing in this daily journal back in high school as a part of a creative writing process, and I've been exploring and tinkering with the process throughout my life. I have to admit, it's been fun and enlightening to go back through my old journals and relive what I was experiencing and thinking during various times in my life. Sadly, though, most of my journals started with my frustration about being overweight and a new commitment to losing those unwanted pounds. I must have written about it about 100 different times, recorded every diet I ever tried, counted all the calories I consumed, and every success and failure I endured. The process of writing down food began to make me conscious of what I was eating. I often think back to when I mindlessly devoured a whole bag of potato chips, an entire carton of chocolate chip cookies, and heaven forbid someone left a container of ice cream in the freezer. I was under the illusion that I was eating healthy. Ice cream has milk in it, doesn't it? But I simply couldn't figure out why I was always 25 to 35 pounds overweight. Turns out, food was only one part of my issue. It wasn't until my 30s that I was eating that I began to realize the underlying problems weren't necessarily what I was eating, but why I was eating. Those explorations finally led to my deep understanding of how I use food as an excuse and an escape to ultimately help me come to grips with my eating compulsions. So why is this journal different? I created Eat because I found that most journals were poorly designed or blank books with no plan, lacking motivation, and with no end in sight. Eat is unique because it's designed to be a 6-week non-diet complement chock full of motivation, landmarks, and hints along the way to keep you on target. It contains daily exercises and affirmations to help in the systematic release of some of these issues we keep bottled up and maybe don't even realize that are affecting our daily eating habits. According to the Kaiser Permanent Center for Healthy Research, keeping a daily food diary can help increase a patient's weight loss. It seems the simple fact of writing down what you eat can encourage you to consume fewer calories, monitor your eating habits, and provide insight for your doctor. Do you eat when you are frustrated, angry, or depressed? Emotional issues behind overeating are often the biggest cause for many of us, obstacle for many of us. Indulging in out of control behavior often causes us to beat ourselves up. It literally eats at us, and often we just feel helpless. Writing about these feelings can liberate them. Another key to successful weight loss is understanding what you're eating, the effect that sugar has on your body, controlling portion size, and consuming enough nutrition for a successful bodily function. But this awareness doesn't happen overnight. It's a process and an education. You didn't get to this weight or emotional state overnight. Together, let us embark on this 6-week adventure with an open mind, a ready heart, and a belief in you. Your commitment contract is below. Fill it in with your name twice, sign and date it.
All right, so part of the commitment is right there. That's your contract. What's the contract say?
It says, I, Jerid Eat, understand that I am making a personal commitment to myself for the next 6 weeks to write in this journal daily. I promise to record all the food that I eat, all the food, snacks, anything that I eat, and do each of the exercises. Weekly, I will complete my check-in, reflect on my progress, and affirm my goals. I, Jerid Eat, further understand that over the course of the next 6 weeks, I may encounter difficult issues and emotions, but I'm prepared to deal with them as they arise. My word is important to me, and I will see this commitment through. Nice. And that's the thing that I want to leave people with. It's not about what you do when it's easy. It's about what you do when it's hard. This right here is powerful to me because it says, my word is important to me, and I will see this commitment through. Because to rephrase what I just said, it's not about what you do when you feel like you can take over the world. It's about what you do when you feel like the world is taking over you. So that commitment, when you sign this, you might feel good right now.
All right,
but you know,
so we're gonna start our eat journey.